Welcome to the road to 1 million US dollars. Let's get right into the Bitcoin chart for today, starting on this 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin, because right now you can see that we are getting a bit of a rejection from this big level of resistance, sitting from 60,000 all the way up to 62.4K. And we have actually dumped straight into this big level of support, sitting from 58,000 all the way down to 56,000 US dollars. So for now, I am expecting this 56K level to hold if we actually go that low, because there's basically no momentum in the market right now. Now, there might be a change in that sometime soon, potentially even later this week, if we get some big news events or something like that. But until that happens, guys, we are just going to see neutral momentum in the market here. So the key thing to look out for on the higher time frames, this 4-hour, maybe 1-day time frame as well, is either a break above 62.4K or a break below 56,000 US dollars. And until then, we are basically just ranging. Now, what you could also take a look at is the 4-hour time frame, because as you can see right here, we have this confirmed bullish divergence in the charts here, which is when you have lower lows in the Bitcoin price and higher lows in the RSI momentum indicator. Now, typically what this indicates is that we are getting a break from all of the bearish price action. And as I said yesterday right here as well, usually this plays out either by some bullish price action in the short term or just some choppy sideways price action. So everything we are seeing so far is exactly as expected. Now, in the case that we actually see this bullish divergence invalidate, so either we trade below this trend line right here or below this trend line right here on the RSI, in that case, it actually opens up the door to more bearish price action once again. So that is something to potentially keep an eye out for on this 4-hour time frame. Let's say that we lose this 57K level as a level of support, which is also the 0.382 Fibonacci level. This could be a signal for you that we are going much lower for the Bitcoin price. But of course, also keep in mind that 56,000 US dollar level of support. However, if we now see a reversal back to the upside, we could face some resistance right here at the 0.5 level at 59.5K. So that is what I'm paying attention to on the lower time frames. Now, let's take a look at the Bitcoin liquidation heat map. First of all, on the 1-month time frame, as you can see, there is quite a bit of liquidity to the downside right here, as low as about 56,000 US dollars for the Bitcoin price. So again, if we keep dipping lower into that big level of support, then we are grabbing all of this liquidity here. And we could even wick below that big level of support because there is still more liquidity to be grabbed. Although, of course, if we lose that 56K level, potentially we are going much lower after that because there is no more real level of support below. So on this 6-month time frame, we still have that liquidity to the downside. However, most of the liquidity is actually to the upside, sitting at 70 all the way up to 74,000 US dollars for the Bitcoin price. And yes, I do think that at some point we are going to grab all of this liquidity here, because obviously a lot of people are shorting the Bitcoin market right now. And I think that at some point, all of these people are going to get punished for shorting Bitcoin. So I get asked this question quite frequently. And some people are uncertain about this. Like, are we still in a bull market? Because we are just seeing sideways and basically bearish momentum here for months at this point. So are we even in a bull market? In my personal opinion, yes, we are in a bull market, but we are just seeing a period of consolidation where some people are taking profits and some people are actually accumulating in this range here. But you have to keep in mind, guys, that we saw a massive move to the upside here. So we're talking about, let's say roughly 400% to the upside. And obviously, after a 400% move to the upside, the price needs some time to cool off, where some people are taking profits and other people buy back in for a potential another leg to the upside, reaching into much higher price action for Bitcoin. Of course, no one really knows if this is going to happen here. But if it does, if we actually see this breakout to the upside, then I think it is very likely that we are grabbing all of this liquidity from 70,000 all the way up to 74K. And yes, this is my base case expectation. I do think so long as we keep trading inside this range, that at some point we are going to break out to the upside and reach much higher price levels for Bitcoin. So this has been today's market update. I wanted to give a shout out to the exchanges in the video description here. For example, MEXC, you can trade on with some of the lowest fees in the crypto space. So currently, if you are trading, for example, on a bigger exchange like Coinbase is actually over 10 times as expensive as MEXC in terms of the trading fees. So you're probably paying massive amount of fees without even realizing it. And therefore, I link to some of these exchanges here. These are the lowest fee exchanges that I could find. So MEXC has the lowest fees. However, they require KYC, which is ID verification. Now, if you cannot do this because of potentially the country that you live in, well, in that case, I recommend trading on Blowfin or WeX, because these exchanges also have low trading fees and they do not require any KYC or VPN in order to actually trade on there with leverage, even if you are in the United States. So that is just something to take into consideration. And if you register with one of the links in the video description here, you actually get USDT bonuses or even trading fee discounts. So that is why I recommend these links as well. Either way, if you do end up signing up to these exchanges or not, thank you very much for watching once again, and I will see you tomorrow in the next one.